All right, so this video is going to be pre-trade analysis. What I'm thinking is going to happen in the next couple of days here. So let's start off by zooming out, looking at the big picture. Let's get outside Coinbase. Let's go to Bitstamp. On the Bitcoin chart, we always got to know what Bitcoin's doing because every other coin follows what Bitcoin's doing for the most part. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You go back to Coinbase, we can see we have a target of $34,000. So that's what I think the price is going to be. If we go to Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin dominance is probably headed to 47.50 right here. Is it going to break out of this range? I don't know. It's hard to say. It could do. But what's likely to happen is it's going to hit this range here and then pull back again. So what are the trades that I'm looking at? Anticipating that Bitcoin is going to be going up to 34K. I do anticipate a lot of alts performing really well. First, Bitcoin's going to do really well, right? Because we have Bitcoin dominance going up. But as usual, Bitcoin takes a pause and all the alts tend to catch up. So I have a watch list going here. Actually, before we get into that, let's cover the ETH BTC chart. So Ethereum BTC, by the way, this is a inverted chart. So don't get confused, right? This is a bearish chart, but I'm just inverting it because I only think bullish. I can't really look at bearish charts. So it just helps my psychology, I guess. The target is up here, 0.06173 for the second target, and then take profit target is 0.05996. Here's the problem. This is my time stop, 4th of April. So today it's the 16th of March. So it has about 2 more weeks to hit this price up here. It's doable, but it's getting close. What does that mean? So the fact that the ETH BTC chart is going down shows that alts is not where you want to be at the moment. You want to be all in Bitcoin until it reaches around 34K, 35K, which is the inverse head and shoulders target. And once the ETH BTC chart gets here, it gets really exciting if it gets there. And I'll show you why. Stick with our purple color, take away the time stop, right side up the chart. There is a very, very large hunt volatility funnel pattern forming. This is what I want to see. Boom, boom. The reason I want to see this is because we'll have the first impulse here, second impulse here. We want to look for a third impulse. Boom. And then we want volatility to just relax, 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 and then we go. This would be the perfect scenario. Very, very rarely do you get the perfect scenario. It could be a combination of something like this. Maybe the third impulse is very quick, up, down, and we go. But ideally, I'd like to see the volatility on the ETH BTC chart slow down a lot. Around summertime, right, is when we think this chart is going to start going up in value, which means alts are going to be doing really well. So I have some alt setups going right now. First, in a new trend. At least that's what I'm hoping this is, right? This, not a huge fan of, to be honest. Slow grind up, strong impulse, come back down. Impulse 1. Second impulse right now. Then we're looking for the third high, and we want to dip back down. And this is where we want to get in around April, which makes sense because mid-April is the low 2 price target of ETH BTC. Hopefully that is going to align with the Cosmos chart of being a low 3, and then we're off to the races, inshallah. Now, could this be a bearish chart? Yes, but I'll tell you why I don't think it is. Let's take a hypothetical price target if this was bearish setup, right? Come on, 50 cents. Can it happen? Of course. There's a lot of regulatory risk going on right now in the crypto space. I don't know. They could shut down the whole game. Everything falls to zero. This one is sexy. All right, Mask Network. Never heard of it. Don't know what they do, but I like the chart. What I really like about this one, the strong impulse. So whenever we start a new trend, zoom out, let's go macro. Whenever we start a new trend, the trend's just been bearish for the past year, we want to start off with a really strong trend change. As you can see, the trend change was extremely strong, and we'd like to see that. High 3 only needs to go to 0.50. We've reached that target. So what we're looking for with the Mask Network is low 3. As soon as we hit a low 3, this chart is very favorable. I actually like it a little more than Cosmos now that I'm talking through it. The Bitcoin pair is setting up as well. I don't like how low this is getting here. Looking for something like this, right? Boom, and there we go. Those are my pre-trade thoughts. Let's just go over what Bitcoin's going to do in the short term. It's a very interesting time, 25K level is extremely important. We had a big breakthrough of 25K, since pulled back. And actually on the daily, we actually haven't had, let's go to the daily, look, not one daily close above 25K. So that's what the Bitcoin chart's trying to do right now. If we zoom in to what's been happening the past couple of days, we can see pulled back into a falling wedge structure. We have kind of an inverse head and shoulders here as well. Look, left shoulder, head, boom, and we're trying to make a right shoulder. So I just got to the gym and back. Hopefully it's making the high two now. Oh, let me shut those lights off. That's not why I wanted to come back and record this video. I touched on what I think is happening short term in the last video, like that's playing out right now. I touched on the big macro picture, but I want to touch on the medium time frame. You see this pattern right here? The splitter line is just right in the middle, so that's why I don't know whether this is a bullish or a bearish pattern. As I touched on, small time frame, we're going to square up and make a small HVF to push through the 25K level. Or, this is a real possibility, is we come back down to the midline, to the splitter, and then we pump. The least likely scenario, but it's still a possibility, is we come and touch this down again for the third, and then we go. I think that's the least likely. Most likely, I think small time frame, square up in here, right, to go. Second likely scenario is we come back to the splitter line around the 23K level, then we go. Least likely, but a real possibility as well, come all the way back down here, and then we go. All right, looks like Ethereum is making its way to the target. Well, let's see how everything plays out.